Hi everyone, happy Friday, or I don't even know what day I'm gonna upload this. I know I have been gone for a while, maybe a month, no, less than a month, maybe a month. And it's because, simple, I was in the middle of holiday season and we were very busy. There were several days I had to, not several days, the whole entire holiday season I had to help with customer service and a whole bunch of stuff, fulfilling orders, etc. And I was just too busy with it to put in some time to get some videos out. So this is just a chit chat video, and I'm probably gonna just wanna recap my 2023. So this video is kind of strategic, kind of you know includes some strategy talk, I think. I didn't do my bookkeeping yet. I found out, okay, so I do my bookkeeping using Paper and Spark. If you guys don't know what Paper and Spark is, you gotta know. Okay, I'll put a link down below if I remember. It's the easiest way to do bookkeeping for small businesses, especially if you sell on Etsy, Amazon, Shopify, things of the sort. I just love it. It's people don't like the idea of doing manual bookkeeping, but before you think that, don't, because while it is technically manual, it's not. There's a lot of automated things in it that will have you doing your bookkeeping within, I don't know how many platforms you sell on and how complicated your things are, but for me, I could do my bookkeeping fairly quickly, and I have a lot of complicated things, but not really. And so she made these worksheets so simple in her videos she has tutorial videos. They're so easy to follow. Anyway, I'm on a tangent, but the point is I did it months ago. I do every 3 months or something like that. And I save copies of my sheets. I do it on Google Sheets. I lost my recent copy. I don't know where I put it. I don't know what I did, which is fine, which is actually fine because it's so quick and easy to do bookkeeping using her sheets that I was only 3 months behind because I do it every 3 months. I'm about to do the last quarter, but now I'm 6 months behind. 6 or 7 months behind. I don't know, but the point is, I'm going to be doing that soon. So I don't have that information, but I pretty much know where I'm at. So that's not a big deal. So let's cover it. By the way, at the same time, I have my messages up here because my team is working and they might need me, etc. So if you hear that noise from my laptop, that's what it is. Okay, let's check how I did 2023. Okay, obviously you guys may or may not know, Amazon is the best platform for me by far. Amazon does over 10 times the amount of Etsy. Okay, I'm in the millions with Amazon. Etsy, I'm 6 figures. I'm not sure if I'm gonna give you particular numbers here, but I'll just give you estimates. I can look it up, but I know the estimates. I think I did around 1.6 something on Amazon. In 2023, I did drop from last year. I'm just being straight up honest. Oh, the lighting is weird here. Okay. But where's my reports here? I did drop from the year prior. I know for a couple of reasons. One of them was there was a SKU or two, but mostly one that went viral last year in May. I don't know where it went viral or why or how or whatever. I couldn't figure it out. I was not able to anniversary those numbers. I was just not. Okay, that SKU still does very well because now it's a top seller, it's a best seller in general, but it was extreme. The amount that SKU sold compared to my normal bestseller was so extreme, I don't even know where it came from. The point is I couldn't anniversary those numbers this year. It's a general bestseller, not an extreme bestseller this year, okay? So that's number one. Number two, my competitors entered the market in a niche, a product that I did research on and created. They entered the market, and unfortunately, I was literally one of the only ones that sold this product. And now there were multiple people selling it. It happens. It's okay. It's not okay. I wish I could be the only person that sells stationery, but that's not the case, right? However, I could easily tell by their designs they were easily influenced by me. Fine, whatever. Not whatever, actually. There was one person I had to shut down their design. Yes, I will go after you if you copy me. I will. I don't usually talk about that. I don't necessarily talk about my experience when I take down people's listings for intellectual property. It doesn't happen too often, but it happens. One person did do this product. It was super similar to mine. And listen, so you heard me earlier. I have no problem people entering the market in the same product. Yes, it pisses me off, but I understand. I can't live in a bubble. People could also create stationery in the similar market, but it was clear as day they were copying me and my design. Don't do that. Anyway, their listing came down. They apologized to me. Don't need your apology. Just do the right thing. And by the way, I actually like to give people a chance, but this person, they know who they are. I don't know if they watch my videos. They know who they are. This person has done some shady shit in the past, so they're fully well aware of what they're doing. If you're doing it out of ignorance and you don't know, first of all, you don't do it out of ignorance. You don't copy people out of ignorance, okay? But there's a fine line. I will give a warning, This person was way past the warning. Anyway, let's move on. So, what was I? Oh yeah, so there was more competitors that entered the market for this one particular type of product. And now, for example, I used to get all that revenue, but now I had to share that revenue with other competitors. Okay. It was just the reality of it. We did release new collections. There was a few that we could not release on time, unfortunately. Fine. It happens. But those are the two biggest things. Those were the two biggest reasons why. I'm trying to see my last year's numbers. Does it let me go? Yes, it does. I think Amazon Reports doesn't let me go past this 2 years. I think it's 2 years. Yeah, 1.62. I was not gonna actually share exact numbers here, but I am. So we're not down that much. We were down less than 180,000. Which I know all on its own is like somebody's revenue completely in a whole year, but that's pretty good for us considering how much that SKU that went down brought us last year in that viral time. I think that was fantastic. Okay, so me and my husband are very happy with that. Etsy, actually, I didn't check Etsy right before it ended. Let's check, shall we? I'm just recapping. I'm going to discuss strategy and stuff like that. Maybe you'll get something from it. All time, last year. Can I see if I was down or up? My husband usually looks up the Etsy stats and then communicates them to me. Okay, perfect. So revenue, it was down 9%. Wait, yeah, 9% compared to last year. I'm going to take it because there were some months I was up. Great. There were a few months that I was down, not dramatically. But I did not dig deep yet as to why Etsy was down 9%. Well, 9% is not a lot. I know there's some people that are down. But I don't usually look at that and say, oh, a lot of people are saying that they're down, so it's a normal to be down. No, I don't do that because I'm not sitting here for a pity party or make excuses. There is a reason why. I'm going to figure out the reason why. I already knew Amazon, I'm always keeping an eye on it because it's the largest revenue driver for me. So you'll see a few things. One, I'm going to do it with you actually. I'm going to do it with you so you can see my process and I think you'll learn from it. Conversion rate was down 12.4% compared to the same time last year. Where's my calculator? I don't have a calculator. It's on the phone. So I would say that's significant enough. Yes. Or orders were decreased by 12%. Visits were up 1%. So the visits weren't the issue. Enough visitors have come, but my conversion rate decreased, and therefore my orders decreased, okay? My orders didn't decrease because I had lower visitors. I have the same amount of visitors, a little bit more, but same amount of visitors. But my conversion rate decreased. Now you might say, why would your conversion rate decrease now? Did you change anything about your listings? Not necessarily, right, guys? You may have. And if you did, you have to identify that was the issue. For me, it wasn't. What I think is happening, and I'm going to double check right now, the visits from last year, from 2022 to 2023, I'm going to say last year, this year. Last year means 2022. This year means 2023. That's what I mean when I say that. I think they're not all created equal. Why? Because they're different products. So I think the visits from last year, 2022, did better compared to this year, 2023, because it was different products. I don't think it was exact same. So let's take a look, shall we? I'm gonna duplicate my tabs. So one tab, I'm teaching you this so you could do it yourself, is last year, 2022 stats, and then this year 2023, so I could compare, and I could also split the screen if you want. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about splitting the screen, Google it. Learn how to split your screen on your PC or your Mac computer or whatever you have. Okay, so let's do custom. Let's do last year, so I could compare. Okay, so now I have, I like to do the tab on this side is before and then after, 2022, 2023. All right, so let's see what those visits were about. And so simply, visits come from products, okay? People came to certain products versus others. So last year, and you won't know my products like you do, but I'm not gonna tell you the SKUs. It means nothing to you, but I'm gonna talk out loud for myself. So this dinosaur product last year. Oh, wait a minute. Can I see? Okay. Let's see this year. Okay, that dinosaur product did not sell this year. It was not in my top handful of items. It still did sell. I see it on the next page for this year, but I lost $5,000 in revenue. Let's write that down. And so here's the thing. I'm going to identify what the issue is, and then we'll talk about solutions. Now, you should be doing this throughout the year. That's why I'm teaching it to you, okay? My husband deals with Etsy. I also overlook it, but I'll be honest with you. I'll be straight up honest with you. I did not. I was very busy this year, as I am every year. But Etsy, I don't like this pen. Okay. So I'm just writing these things down. And I'm writing it down based on the type of SKU, right? Was down 5K for the year. And these add up, right? Because if you actually look at my numbers, I was down a total of, I have to do some math. Hold on, let me get my calculator out. It's important because you have to identify which SKUs were the ones, okay? Let's just round it up. It's easier. 151 minus, I think it was 137. It's approximate, okay, guys? So I'm down 14 grand. 5 grand came from one of the SKUs. But you might say, but Dahlia, you may not say this, but I'm telling you. What if that money went to a different SKU, a similar one? Your trading business, that's possible, but we'll get to that, okay? So this one went down. This next one, last year, gave me 5,900. Oh, I should be sorting revenue by, okay, let me sort it by highest to lowest. Duh. Okay, sort it by highest to lowest first. That's probably ideal. Okay, last year it gave me 5,900 the SKU. This year gave me 6,200. Fantastic. This new thank you card was selling, and it was nowhere to be found last year. Okay, we'll worry about that in a second. Last year, this heart design sold 6,700. This year is 54. So that's 1,300 difference. Okay. And again, there might be some trading of a business, but I want to see which SKUs and if I can identify, okay, what's a reasonable alternative to the SKU, you know? Okay, next one, the Dino. I already told you the Dino. The next one is this cupcake one. Cupcake sold 4,700 this year. It sold 39. What's the math there, guys? I don't even know. 800? Not 800? 800. Okay. Understandable. I think I know why, but let's just continue. This heart design sold. Oh wait, sorry. This one sold. What the what? Why is it not showing me any other design? Made no revenue. Whoa, that's weird. It's sorting my products really weird. Anyway. Okay, anyway, so this one sold 4,000 last year. It's weird that it's doing that. Oh, this here it's not. But it might have traded for that one. You know what I'm saying? Because there might be some SKUs that didn't sell. What the hell is this doing here? Okay, so anyway, it sold last year at 44,000. This year it sold at 2,400. What's the math, guys? 1.6. And so some have made traded business for other ones. In order to see that, I got to see if the last year that other ones that I think it was traded for, if it also sold. It's a little complicated. It takes a hot minute for you to do all this work. Understandable, okay? For you to identify. This should be done throughout the year so you could know and then make money moves and change things and adjust things just in case. Nope, it didn't trade for that one. What about this one? Let's see this one. Hold on. $2,900. No. So I just dropped, and I know what it was. It was the same thing that happened on Amazon. My competitors came in, created a similar product. That was the only one really in the market, and then boom, I had to share revenue. Okay. I'm not going to do the full thing here because this will be a very long video. But I pretty much identified some of the things that were traded in the business, the SKUs that went down. I'm actually surprised that this one went down, this heart design. I gotta talk to my husband to see if ads were on properly or not. But that Dino one killed me. So $5,000. I dropped a total of 13 grand. Okay. $5,000 is a huge portion of it. So clearly that's the culprit. So if I look and get your major culprits, you can't look at everything that has dropped you, like a $200 drop, like depending on how much money you make, right? If you make $5,000 a year, then $200 drop is actually a lot. But if I dropped a total of 13 grand and I have a drop of 5 grand, 1.3 and 1.6, those are the major ones. The 1.6, I know exactly what happened. I'll check the 1.3 in a second, but I'm about to check the 5 grand. Did it trade for any other business? It's a very particular design and there's not much you could trade it for in my inventory. Oh, the lighting here is really nice. What do you guys think? What's funny is that I like how I look right here, but once I upload this to YouTube, I don't like it. Okay. Okay. So I don't see it being traded for anything else, especially that high of a number. 5,000 missing. The things that I see, well, this one maybe. This one did 5,900. Let's see how it was last year. If it was not on the map last year, I could see it being traded for that. But honestly, not really. Not really. Because it's different, but I could see why they would pick it. Last year did 3,400. This year did 59. So there's a few thousand there it picked up. So I could see that. I could see that, but let's check the SEO that helped bring eyes to this product. Okay, so last year, the year before, so 2022, it did fantastic. It was a huge revenue driver. It just blew up. Most of the views came from search. Some came from ads. So let's see if I could find it and compare it to the stats of this year to see if I could identify why the drop happened for that particular SKU. Here's why you cannot change last year. You cannot change, 2023, 2022. If you could identify what the issue is, is it not being shown at all? Where'd it go? Guys, where is it? You could do some things in the future to prevent something like this happening again. You know what I'm saying? Great, now I can't find it. Oh goodness. It's like, I think Etsy Stats is being weird because the way it's showing me, it's being weird. No, it's literally being stupid. Okay, let me just go back to page 1 and refresh. So let's look at the old stats really quick. So I received quite a nice amount from Google, but the keyword phrases I received for this item that possibly led to a purchase, I don't particularly think is very particular about this product. So maybe that's why the business traded up to the other SKU. Let's sort by revenue since it's being done. Okay, Etsy's acting weird, so clearly I can't even do this even off camera, but I hope you guys get the point. I take some time, it could be hours, for me to dig down deep. I do it throughout the year. Typically, I did not do it for Etsy as much as I wanted to. I was just too busy. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's click on it. The way it's showing stats is really stupid. Anyway, it's still getting found for the most, it's similar phrases, but obviously just less so. Yeah, it's literally the same thing, but less so. So it makes me believe that other people have entered the market, possibly. Possibly. In January, I had 111 visits to this item compared to January last year. So no, still not a lot. So let's check Etsy for a similar item. And then I'll move on, We'll talk about something else. We'll talk about another recap for the year. People be copying me. It's hilarious. It's hilarious how much people copy me. Okay, so, okay. Etsy pics. So that's the issue, right? The issue is when you, and I'm not always like this, but when you lead the way for new ideas, new designs, whatever, eventually people will enter the market. So yes, your first year, maybe even second year of doing this design or whatever, this type of product idea, you do really well. Understand that sometimes you can't always, it can't always be that way. Anyway, so not so bad. And then my Shopify store actually was up. I could check it on my phone easier than my computer, but I'll do it on my computer. It's fine. Let's see if I can figure it out. It was up, which I was very happy with. Last year. No, not last year. This year. How do you do this year? There you go. You this year. No, last year, because I'm already in 2024. Last year. Okay. Yeah, I was up 13%, which is fantastic. My returning customer rate is up 15%, which is fantastic. My order value, my order average order value has went up 10%. That's fantastic, meaning for every person that has come to my shop and purchased something, they're spending 10% more on average. This is really important, guys. You want to be able to always increase this. Yes, you can't infinitely increase it. Fair enough. But I think that's really important. Oh man, my coffee's finishing. I'm just digging deep here to see some other stats. So I have to do my bookkeeping. I will do it in the next few days. I have to pay my last bit of taxes. I submit quarterly taxes, but we are very happy with the year, considering, and we did still very well. We're very happy with the year. I think our plans are a few things. I'm trying to be much more. This year we have very big plans to make sure that we are putting out more collections and more products. While we have been decent in the past, it is nowhere near, it's not nowhere, but it's not near the amount or schedule I would like. Meaning, I want to be able to release collections throughout the year. I want to be able to release new product designs when I do the research and I find that there's new product designs that need to be released based on demand. By the way, if you're watching this and going, oh, how do you know how to research and what to bring out and what do you know what people buy and etc.? I have a whole method. It's literally genius. It's literally genius. I have a course coming out, but I've postponed it for over half a year. I know many of you who follow me for a long time know this already, but I'm hoping to release it soon. Okay, so just bear with me. To teach you my exact methods. So anyway, I want to do a better job at that. Why is that? Because the reality is what brings me money is products, and what brings me more and more money is the expansion of current product lines and new product lines. So imagine I am a t-shirt designer. Okay, let's just say, for example, I'm a handmade t-shirt designer. And so if I only sell t-shirts for babies, right, like cute baby sayings, it's probably best that I expand to toddlers. It's probably best that I expand to other categories, such as first day school shirts and mommy and me, shirts and things like that. Okay. And then you could keep going and going. And so that's great. That's new product lines, new product categories, which I generally do. It just depends on the year. Okay. I do some here and there, but what I mostly do is expanding my current product line. So, if I did have mommy and me shirts, or if I did have baby's first school shirt or whatever, there's new trends that are out. There's new clip art styles that people like. There's new font styles that people like. There's new trendy sayings that people like. Please do your due diligence and, do trademark research, obviously. But I want to make sure that I'm ahead. That's how you make money. This is what you are. You are an e-commerce seller. Okay. So we want to do a much better job at that. We want to be a well-oiled machine when it comes to that. I have a dedicated person who's a designer who is supposed to, create these collections, create the products, create the listings, etc. list. And then the process starts over again for the next collection. Okay. Whether it's a new one or expansion, and I'm the head of that. So I'm the one that tells her, hey, new product idea. Here's my research, here's blah, blah. Now use your creativity and create some things. I may have some direction on that, but otherwise she does it. And, but I'm the one that thinks of the idea. Or, hey, we need more, mommy and me shirts, right? Because, it's big this year or there's new style products out that people are buying and our stuff is like old news, So, so that's what I do. I tell her and then she kind of executes it. So that's a big deal for me. That's what I want to do. I also, you guys been following me, you watch my videos, KDP. So I forgot what I told you last in my videos here, but KDP is killing it. It's killing it. Again, I'm not going to reveal my niche, so don't ask. And again, disclaimer, not everybody could do this. You could do KDP. You can make some chump change. You can make some decent money. I'm not lying about that. But in my particular scenario, I found a niche that is like, it was difficult to find. And I told you the process. I did a video on it. But it's not, don't expect these results. Not only that, I have these results and I don't run ad campaigns, etc. And it's growing month after month. I told you in a previous video, I remember telling you that I think sometime in November, I forget, we stopped. We were very busy. It was weeks after they gave us an upload limit. They released an upload limit for everybody, 3 a day. Oh, I'm tired. And anyway, KDP is doing really great stuff for us. We've just gotten the swing. We just gotten back to it because holiday season is over. And it was really great to actually see us not work on it for a while to see if it still snowballs, and it has. So let's look at the previous month. Oh wait, how do I see my prior month royalties? I wish KDP can really expand last month. There it is. I want them to expand their reports and things like that. I feel like they could do better on that, but it's fine. Last month, which was December. By the way, my type of books it makes no difference that it was holiday season. This is not the type of books that I sell. Like, people don't buy it as gifts, okay? Almost 10 grand, 9.7 thousand. And I shared with you, if you watch my videos, you'll see the previous month, I think it was like 8,000. Like, I don't know, like, okay, it's growing. It is growing. And actually it would have been 10,000, but nothing sold on Christmas Day because books are not being manufactured on Christmas Day. So we're doing really well. So we're back at it part-time. My assistant who does it, she does that part-time, and then she does blogging part-time. So essentially what I'm saying is while the last part of the year, the last X amount of months of 2023 gave a significant amount of revenue for KDP, this coming year, I would like it to be a huge revenue driver. I'm just going to tell you what my goal is. I don't know exactly what my goal is, but I would like before the end of the year. I actually don't know. Ow. I hurt myself yesterday. I would like before the end of the year, excuse me, 2024 to reach, I actually don't know. I don't know. I didn't think about this yet, but easily I would want 20 grand a month. I wanted to produce 20 grand a month. So if you're doing 20 grand a month and by the end of the year, but we may reach it sooner, like, you know what I'm saying? Like by December, I want to make sure we're making 20 grand a month. Even if November is like 18 grand, fine, So let's do, I don't know the math. Okay, I gotta sit down and think about what a legitimate goal would be based on our current workflow and workload. But I want that to be a huge portion of revenue. And another goal of mine, I'll just say it here, is I would like to find another niche. Now, FYI, at this current time, I can't upload the niche because we have limited 3 books a day and we work 5 days a week. And currently we use all of those books. But I still want to do research on a niche. And by the way, the niche research that I want to do, that I want to find a golden nugget like this one. I know there's another one that exists out there. I know that. There has to be. It's just what it is. It doesn't take me a while. So I'm not worried about how I'm going to actually get into this niche. If I find it, when I find it, not if, when. But I would like to do some research and try. Next, we're still building the blog. It's actually doing fantastic. I'm trying to get it to bring in lots of traffic. I'm trying to get it to increase my topical authority in the stationery world. Ow. So let me see if I could tell you how well it's doing. What's that noise? At its peak recently, I reached 17,000 impressions in a day and 450 clicks in a day. Okay. And let's narrow that down just for blogs. I'm just checking the last 3 months really quick. Okay. 11,000, give or take, it just depends, 8 to 11,000 of those impressions come for the blog. So let's check really quick. My products, I'll do last 6 months. And if I scroll down, I could see my average click-through rate and average position. My average position is getting better. Let's cancel that and let's do it by phrase, keyword phrase. Personalized stationery is a very hard word to get to the top of search for, so I'm not holding my breath at the moment. I still need some more topical authority. Yeah. my position keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down. So in December it improved. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not worried about that right now. How about personalized note cards? Yeah, that's doing fine. Anyway, so we're still continuing the blog. I trying to think anything else that is a big deal for us at the moment. Not really. Not really. I just think we had a great 2023 year. I might do a more formal video on what my plans are for 2024, but I'm continuing to want to grow. I want to train some of my team members on new things, just so I could expand the team if you know, revenue allows for it. I trying to think of anything else. No. You know what's funny? Just FYI, I'm on my medicine, and it's been a while since I did a video on my medicine, and I think it helps me slow down my talking. I don't think it's doing exactly what I want it to do or need it to do, but I've definitely noticed a change in my speech, I think. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, right? It's raining like crazy. Anywho, that's my recap. I think I have a lot. So I have these like checklists and to-do lists and things like that. That's kind of like scattered. And I think another goal of mine is to really get it organized properly. By the way, this is my ADHD head. This is what I do. This is how it is. I know that, but I'm hoping that I get a more clean and consistent process, because you'll find I have notes on my phone. You'll find I have notes on my Notion dashboard. You'll find that I have notes in my book here. Okay. I don't like that, or I like it, but when it comes time to actually doing the work that I have in here, I have to look through all three places, and I don't like that. So I would like to get organized better, because I need to more consistently stick to a plan throughout, be more focused essentially, and having things in one spot is better. When I think of things, I should be able to put it in a certain category. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me. And so I would like to do that. I would also like, a goal of mine is to get Ashley, who is my designer, fully, she's still newer to the team. So fully, you know, being able to do things on her own without me overseeing the process, which might take a while. So I'm hoping by mid-year, July, August, that does happen. Well, enough collections would have rolled out that she no longer needs me. Like my other team member, who literally doesn't need me for anything. Once in a while she asks me my opinion on stuff, but she does her thing on her own, which is fantastic. That's my goal for Ashley. I like my team to be self-sufficient, and every person. So that's another goal of mine. I think they did well this past year, but I want to even do better with that. Okay, now I'm just babbling. So I'm not sure if this was much of a recap. I just kind of told you my sales numbers and some of my plans, but I complained about people copying me. But that's it. Bye.